things.
I am in the press box.
We need to hang. We need to hang out more.
What are you doing Wednesday?
You guys can
One
just come
take-
in your
all of us?
your Star Wars costumes and just act like you're supposed to be on the field.
That could be arranged.
Oh.
That actually could be arranged.
Like he's never thought of
That actually really could be arranged. So
Does she forget who she's talking to already?
I could have like 40 stormtroopers, 2 Boba Fett's, and a Vader there tomorrow.
Didn't we try to use like do we get press credentials because we have a stupid internet radio show? Like, no.
Don't call our show stupid.
It's stupid if I want to say it's stupid.
But no, so we've got Scott Sabellico with Project Leadership Associates.
How are you?
Good. And then we do have Melinda in studio with us, and we've got Davina Beh from iTalent in with us, who's been here with us before, way back on our second episode.
Yeah,
actually.
second episode.
Absolutely.
Actually, Scott,
Leather and lace.
Scott's on actually a cool thing. A couple months ago, you got elected to the board of directors for Goodwill.
Yeah,
for Michigan.
Goodwill
Congratulations.
Industries of Detroit. Yep.
Yeah, very cool.
We got a big event coming up in February for it's
Cheap
called
plug.
Rock for Jobs. So it basically, Goodwill does a lot of programs to help people get work, right? Put people back to work.
See, I didn't know that. I just thought they were Goodwill.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Right.
No, they've got a lot of programs.
You want to dive into that? 'Cause that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so most nonprofits are like a 70-30 mix, right? So that 70% grant money from the government, from other corporations, and then 30% is generated from their own revenue. Goodwill is kind of flipped in that situation. They're actually they're a tier 1 vendor with Ford, Chrysler, GM, Dell.
Really?
We've got a Ben and Jerry's.
Wait, a tier,
Interesting.
Yes.
a vendor
Tier
for,
one?
for the OEMs, really?
Absolutely.
Providing
Light assembly. They've got a shop
News
floor.
to me?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, no,
I did not know that.
Lot of good things. But so this particular project we're doing is a big fundraiser. It's called Rock for Jobs. It's going to be at Motor City Casino at Soundboard, and Brett Michaels is going to be headlining.
It's the best.
sweet.
Yes.
Brett Michaels, that's the best.
Just talk dirty to me on repeat.
It's the the white guy's anthem. Every rose has its thorn with the overbite.
Yep.
Dave, sing it.
No,
You know you want to sing
that'll
it,
never
Dave.
happen
Come
now.
on, Dave.
Yeah, what was that face? Do that face
Yeah,
again.
no. There are many voices trapped in my head. None of them are white.
Dave
That's
is,
what I've learned.
Dave has an amazing voice. He did an
Only if he's
amazing-
doing the Humpty Dance.
the Humpty Dance. He did
Exactly. I do Humpty Dance. I do Heavy D. I do but no.
Rum shaker?
I do a
All I want to do is zoom, zoom, zoom,
I do
zoom.
a great Louis
Boom, boom,
Armstrong.
boom.
Yeah, what a wonderful world. But no, yeah,
I almost
none of the
played
voices
that.
in my head are white.
I had Rum Shaker in the playlist. I DJ'd at the Black.
You're at Blackfin on Saturday.
I brought Back from the Dead. I felt like John Cusack in High Fidelity, like the
You're walking
reunion
there like,
night.
Bob!
Oh, like, oh my God, like he used to be here when the place opened. It was like 5 years
When
ago.
it was cool.
Right,
Should I
exactly.
supposed to say that?
So like I had right. No, actually it was a great night. I would totally do it every night. And except for I gotta get home
right.
at 4 a.m. But I had Rum
Run that
Shaker
by
in the
your wife.
playlist like 4 times. I'm like, no. Then I put up no. Like, are they gonna play? No.
So it was kind of like you at Hooters trying to figure out if you were going to go talk to Big Show. Was that what that was? Oh, I want to get
Exactly.
No, I don't want to.
No,
I don't want to.
I'm scared.
You must not have been drinking that night if you were actually turning away that song.
No, the best part about that night was what I hated about not to go on a of course you have to do this at least once as a show, Bob.
Thanks for the call.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Good call, Bob.
But usually you get like the 2 girls a night. They're like, "Can you play my song next? I'm so hot. You should play it next." I'm like, "No, the song's awful." I didn't have that once. Like not everyone was just cool. It was not an argument.
You didn't have a single Jersey Shore moment at the Blackfin on a Saturday night.
No, one girl wanted to hear like really like techno I've never heard of, which I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, this isn't that kind of bar.
Yeah, no.
You know, like go to. I don't even think you're gonna. So that was it. Everybody else was really cool. Like, oh man, I heard that you were like the guy from back in the day, and like, yeah, I'm like the 40-year-old, aging like DJ, like.
You're that guy now.
I am
how
that
good
guy.
for you,
Yeah.
right?
I'm like a novelty act.
You need a helmet like Daft Punk so nobody knows who you are.
Exactly, that would work.
Just borrow Kevin. You do the whole cryo thing, and you'll be fine.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So anyway, Scott. Hey, when's this event again? I want to go hang out.
So
It's,
February, Brett Michaels soundboard.
Yeah, February 16th at
Okay.
Soundboard, Motor City. Absolutely.
Wait a
Awesome.
minute. What day is that?
What
Is that
year?
going to interfere with Cupid's Undie Run?
I don't know. Is
Cupid's Undie Run?
Cupid's
Oh,
Undie
yeah.
Run.
You know what? I'm perfectly good with never seeing another Facebook post of Scott in his
Of
underwear
Scott in
again.
his
Yeah.
underwear.
You should see the one of Melinda Ann.
What, the first time
I'm
I
sorry,
met
Scott, are you
we were
still
both in
here?
our underwear.
I am.
I said nothing about her. I'm just strictly about you. So if you can't make it to that event, I'm good.
Yeah, right.
We were there for a benefit, and Scott's like, Melinda Ann. Hey there,
I had some.
guy in
I had some. I
underwear.
had some.
It's
art
like you're in
cameos.
your underwear. I'm in my underwear. Here, let's hang
For a
out.
moment, I felt Facebook famous. It was awesome.
How many times you get to stand in front of other women in their underwear with your wife in her underwear?
Yeah.
It's an epic event.
It was epic.
You all should go.
I'm gonna.
We need to get
No, I
together.
don't. I really don't need to see Bob in
No
his
way.
underwear.
No one else does either.
Oh, Bob! I definitely want to see Bob in his underwear. That's a fact.
You have.
Oh.
Actually, I saw you in an ice bucket once.
Yeah, mark that time. 9:42. I want to see.
Isolate that drop.
I'm wearing an ice bucket this
Scott wearing just an
Thank
ice
you.
bucket is stellar. Everyone should.
Like I swear to God, our intro is going to be an hour long.
Oh yeah. So February 16th. I mean, is that a weekend? Is it a weeknight? Do you know?
What year is it?
I actually don't know.
All right, let's
got this-
All right,
There's this
we-
thing called Google Calendars.
Yeah, I was gonna say we all have a
Maybe the
calendar
word
app. We'll
IT
go
to
look.
that
Yeah.
up.
Someone look it up for me really quick.
All right.
You know how many times
You
we
have
take
it
a
on the.
flip
You
till
have it on the 7x16 piece of paper in front of you.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. There's
Yeah.
no. There is no year on
February
there.
16th is a Sunday.
Oh, Sunday, so everyone can go to work next
2015?
That might be a wrestling day. We'll have to see how that works out.
Yeah, you show up on 2015, Bob. We'll wait for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
you want to wait there for a year? No problem.
We'll save your seats.
Yeah,
I'm going to stand in line next week.
No, so that's very cool. So I mean, and then I guess just taking a step back. So I mean, let's talk about
What's the? I mean, let's say Rockford Job. Sorry. What,
yeah,
I mean,
what is it? Like what's the point?
end game?
What's the intent?
The end game is to raise money for the different various programs that Goodwill has in place to help people get back to work and making it really easy.
Thank God you didn't say
Is that
raise
across
awareness.
industry or IT or manufacturing or what?
It's across all industries basically, but they're taking folks that are kind of down on their luck or don't have a lot of education or just want to get back into the workforce, and they're giving them there's programs for management, for IT, for manufacturing to get these folks back to work.
Really? So I mean,
That's really
does that
cool.
hook in
That
with
is
the-
really cool.
administration.
Sorry,
What about administration?
administration too.
Okay.
So like does that hook into like some of the the MEDC grants and
I
some
was
of
just
that
going to
kind
say,
of stuff?
that
that we
sounds
were,
like a shifting gears type of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's many programs, and one of the cool programs they have is for youth at risk. There's a Ben and Jerry's program. There's a live Ben and Jerry's operation over the CompuWare building that for 6 months out of the year they do like different programs, like 8-week programs, to get these kids trained up on the cash register, working as a manager. And they go through this whole course, and they're ready to go back out into the workforce. And
So wait a minute. A charity that raises money and actually does something that's productive and doesn't just raise awareness. How novel.
Unbelievable.
How novel.
All the
So
money
many
collected doesn't
people-
go to the coffers. Yeah.
so many people think of Goodwill as a place where you just throw your clothes in that bin. And
That's all
I'm
I
gonna
thought.
rock.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally.
Retail is probably
Go buy Grandpa's for Jack.
Is there a whole segment of advertising that they're doing that we're just not aware of? I mean, this is all new to us. This is pretty amazing.
It's all over Facebook. It's all over Twitter. They're doing some radio
Twitter.
spots now. They're coming out with a new kind of a marketing strategy to reach out to different groups. So you're going to see a lot coming in the next 90
Interesting.
It's very cool.
days.
I've
Yeah.
got a few people that you can actually reach out to for this program. And some of them are just friends of mine who are either like dance moms or things like this, people that I have come across in my past who would actually be a great fit for this
Nice.
program.
I originally got into this to working with Goodwill 2 years ago. I came in and started doing social media training for people. That's part of the different programs they offer. Coming in and talking to the folks what they should do, preparing resumes, making sure their online profiles are clean. So if employers
Right.
go out there and look,
Common sense training, we call it, Scott.
Exactly.
Again, it sounds like the
Common
shifting
sense.
gears. Yeah,
Right.
right.
But it was a lot of fun, and through that exposure, I made some good friends over there, and I kept donating my time. I wasn't getting paid for any
People
of this.
like you, Scott.
They do. They like me. But honestly,
You're good enough.
If you guys think
You're
about it, if
smart
more
enough.
people got involved to do just to help people get back on their feet, pay it forward type of approach,
Right.
Detroit would be in a much better
Oh,
spot.
it's like
right
everything we've got going on with MEDC. I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, it almost like on one hand it makes us laugh, and on the other hand it almost makes us cry that every time we walk out of one of these MEDC shifting gears things, everybody literally flat out tells us, oh my God, you guys were awesome. You
It's
were the
as if
best
we're bringing
thing
down the
here.
10 Commandments. From,
Right.
From the,
you guys
Yeah.
are actually honest with us. You tell us what it's really like. Why is that just not happening more? Like, I mean, that's the part that I don't get.
It's
This.
Don't have misspellings and don't send PDF resumes. Did I say
Shut
that?
up. I'm sorry. I was guilty of that once.
That will
I
live
never
with
do that
you
again.
forever.
Oh, I know it will. And you know what? It's all right. But here's the thing. I learned from it. I'm a
You moved
better
on.
recruiter from
Bob
it.
just hasn't moved on.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's no, but I mean, that's the whole point. And that's what I keep telling people. You know, we've had people that have come up to us and said, "Hey, I want you guys to come, do a training or teach a class because you guys
Right.
are social media experts." No, we're
No.
not. We've just screwed up every way that it's possible to screw up, and so we know not to do that again.
Which is the best way to learn.
Yeah.
right?
Pretty
Well,
much.
and
But I'm a
here's the
social
thing.
media ninja, though. I
Oh
was.
yeah, completely. Right, Bob?
Guru ninja.
Bob has a black belt
I'm a rainmaker.
in drinking.
Well, here's the thing. I had a conversation with the career counselor last week. She's been sending me people. Have no idea who this person is.
Glue sniffers, all of them.
Window
And-
lickers. That's what. Yeah.
What was that? Hey,
But her and I have just, exchanged.
Next thing you know, your
information.
daughter's knocked up. You got change missing off the drawer. I've seen it 100 times. Oh, Tommy boy.
I love Tommy Boy. Best.
I got the reference. I was giving you. I was
And
giving you the
this is what
bell.
You get to deal with Melinda for the rest of the night. By the way,
I thank you so much for bringing the wine too.
No, actually, thank Dave.
And the very large beef stick that I'm.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Nice
all
like
about
that.
Dave.
With it, so I'm really
I can't take any
And
of that.
yet again, 9:55.
Hey, Scott, is there a website people can go read more up on Goodwill? What's going on in Michigan and Detroit?
Yeah, goodwill.org.
I mean, that's a little
Well, but
vague.
that's-
Isn't it?
Like that's
Thanks for that. Thanks for the call, Scott.
You know,
Right.
what? I have to look.
That's a fascinating.
Really?
That's a fascinating flyer that you have. There has absolutely no information on
my
it.
orientation was
If it has a big
today.
picture of
It's
Brett
got a
Michaels.
picture of Brett Michaels.
Oh, was it now?
Which I'm
Bullshit.
not-
I call bullshit.
So you're
What?
You know what?
So
That
your
is
next
board of
training will be
directors
how to run an effective
Right.
orientation.
Nice.
orientation was
So it's going to be a chick night then.
Right, exactly. He's got the Bret Hart picture or the
So
Bret
also
Michaels
IT
picture.
guys,
Sorry,
if you
yeah.
want to meet chicks, you're going to come to Rockford. Unemployed chicks, that's the best.
Yeah.
In a room of unemployed
Welcome to the Goodwill event.
Dating
It's like the
101.
anti-Detroit Net event.
It's Rock of Love 4.
We should get a Detroit Net event where it's a bunch of.
Single. Hello.
Right.
To answer your question,
I'm on Match.com.
Goodwill Industries of Detroit, and you'll find it.
And just navigate from there. Look for
There
what
you
they've
go.
got going on in Detroit.
Exactly.
And I'm sure.
But I mean, how do people sign up for programs? It's through the website, or do you have to?
Yeah, you've got to go to the website and apply, and they've got various programs that I'm really not even up to speed
But
on.
if you come
so-
there, you
Okay.
can meet the people and you can sign up there for the program.
You can meet Brett Michaels.
You can
Yeah, but all the way in
absolutely meet Brett
February?
Michaels
Oh,
there.
How did you win that, by the way?
There was this night in Miami.
Did you never see?
Right in Miami.
You never saw Rock of Love 2?
Yeah, but, well,
Excellent.
I mean, I thought MTV was the bottom of the barrel, but I guess that's
I think 90% of his fan base lives right here.
yeah, right.
Hey, speaking of Rock of Love, aren't we
Any
supposed to
Pine
be,
Knob concert, sure.
Dave? Aren't we supposed to be on the Flavor Flav show coming up?
Oh my God, that is supposed to be coming out. I gotta start hunting for that.
Dave and I were at a house party. Flavor Flav was at.
You were at a house party Flavor Flav was at, and we weren't invited.
It was-
Yeah.
it was-
No, you weren't invited.
Don't worry, I wasn't invited either.
Actually, I just met you. Come on, don't give me.
No, literally, here's how this happened. We were at a buddy's birthday party, and apparently a friend of a friend called his sister and said, "Hey, so we're doing this." Like, I guess they were the investors in Flavs,
Flavs.
and said, "Hey, we're doing this house party. There's going to be camera crews. They're going to be filming the premiere episode, like the pilot."
So then she calls. Then she calls me and says, "Do you think he
Would
would
it
like
be
to have his birthday
okay
party at Flavor
if-
Flav's
yes.
house party?" Like, no.
And meep meep. And the next thing you know, we were at a house party with Flavor Flav. So yeah, that was outstanding.
That is a good
It was quite the
story.
evening.
So when is that supposed to air?
We don't know.
That's why I'm like-
Bob's looking for it right
Yeah,
now.
frantically doing Google searches right now.
Right?
No, but I mean, but that's cool. I mean, Brett Michaels still does have a draw floating around the
Oh,
area.
absolutely does. I
He
wasn't.
still has a wig that he's wearing since like '88.
It's stuck under that headband.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, you know what, John
bandana,
Bon Jovi,
The
like,
same
how
one
many
he's
times
been
cut
wearing
his
since
hair.
1987.
It's like, just cut the hair.
Just cut
I
it.
get it.
Come
You know,
Right.
yeah.
Feathered and lethal. We'll take it. This is creepy.
No, that was the thing. He was in a movie that he was like bald as Scott, and then the next he shows up like a month later, and
That's right. You're welcome.
Sexy.
I'll be there in a year, Scott. It's all good. I love you.
All right, so go to Facebook or go to Goodwill Industries of Greater Detroit. They've got a Facebook page. Like it.
Like
Lots of
it.
information, all the events. They actually have an event Tuesday from 7 to 8. Ryan Broyles from the Lions is going to be over at the Canton.
I saw
retail
you
store.
post. I saw you post something about
Yep.
that. Yeah.
Yep. So if you
And he's going to be where?
at the Canton store.
Okay.
There's a Canton Goodwill store.
Doing what? Like just hanging out, signing autographs,
Sign
that
autographs,
kind of stuff.
yeah, running the register. Just being a good guy.
Running.
Very cool.
What? So let me ask you a question, Scott. So a lot of times we see like we see it a lot of times in Detroit now. Like people like they don't mind going, but it's almost like they need stuff spoon fed. With Goodwill, I mean, how much of his people are like really want to learn or